Robert Heffernan, EndoTech Analytics, streaming live exclusively for Pareto token holders. We are streaming live on YouTube Live. And so right now, it's not per se exclusively to Pareto token holders, but in the near future, you are going to need to own Pareto tokens to consume the content from the network. All right, this is Blockchain Vitals. It's going to be a daily show. It is a daily show talking crypto assets, blockchain assets, trade ideas, trade setups, general news around the blockchain, and can't wait to continue this journey on this new asset class that is so exciting for everyone. All right, first of all, we got a little segment we call Doing the Rounds. Let's do the rounds a little bit here. Some things that are in the news, some things that caught my eye today. First of all, from the leader of the Kraken exchange, his bold prediction that in 2018 the crypto asset market capitalization will be over $1 trillion. All right, big bold prediction of $1 trillion market cap for blockchain assets. And I'm telling you right now, I don't have a problem with anybody making big, bold predictions. I will tell, and just the amount of money that's flowing into the space, and if the existing assets gain value like everybody thinks that they will, that should be a real easy target to hit. One thing that I will continually tell you, though, is that all of the information available is borne out in the chart. All right, that's my belief. That if somebody has trading information, as long as it, they have it in their head, that's one thing. But as soon as they grab that mouse or call that broker or do something and engage in the market, that information, that price discovery is in the market. And the reason I say that is if you pay particularly close attention to the technicals, you will never be left behind. You are not going to miss, you're not going to miss the train. All right, so pay attention to the technicals and you will not be left behind. All right, so with that, every week or every day we're going to be taking the vitals. All right, taking the vitals. What are the vital signs? What is, if you showed up in the ER, the first thing they'd want you to do is to have a seat and let's take some vitals, see where this thing is, see how the patient is. A lot of times I look at investment vehicles as patients, like not patience because I have very little patience, but patience. So I'm going to talk about Dash today. All right, on the sheet, Dash currently trading 594. This market never sleeps. Open 24/7, 365 days a year. So if you need to be trading something, crypto assets are where you should be. They never close. But Dash has spent the last 6 trading days out of lower momentum. All right, and they've been pinging here between the average and upmo. They haven't been able to penetrate that upmo level, and for sure haven't been able to close above that upmo level. All right, so the sheet again to my left, you see. Or my right, your left. Top right of the sheet, value range high, value range low. Dash today, 590 to 614. Again, I will say that we're doing our analysis of a 24-hour market with the Asian opening being our hard opening and close. So that's the value range, 590 to 614 was from all of today, and now we have a new day in Asia as it's the morning in Asia. As you know by now by watching some of these Olympic coverage, they're up and starting their day and competing in the Olympics and trading cryptocurrencies. All right, so the market here has been trading right around that lower value level. One thing I want to point out here too, going forward, so the sheet in and of itself, 3 trading systems. That value range on the left side is the pivot model, and on the right side bottom is the momentum standard deviation model. And you'll see today the value range low and the value range high and the pursuit risk around the blockchain vitals pivot line up pretty evenly there. So as long as this market is in that value range, I'm not really, substantially interested in being a pivot trader on a day like today. A setup today is showing with that value range right around the pivot, almost, right dead smack in the middle. That pivot's dead smack in the middle of the value range. I want to see this market spend some time, build some volume, either above 614 or below 590 for me to actually make a more informed trading decision. Market, again, as I said, 6 days now out of lower momentum, but has not been able to capture that up momentum level and close above it. Zcash, on the other hand, has spent, it's amazing when you watch these different crypto assets, and although there is a lot of parity in this market now, and going forward, I think divergence of parity is going to be a real strong story in the rest of 18. Which one of these assets really shake out to be the biggest winners? And you're going to want to take a technical approach to that also. But we've had a congestion now around 6 days here. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dash not able to get above that up momentum level and close. And if they can do that, I think that this market pushes higher faster. I am very leery in this setup, though, with this congestion. This congestion now over 6 days, to me, is a setup for a little bit longer term direction in the market. We either gain momentum again and are back to the races to the upside, or if we just congest here and then it falls apart and we regain that lower momentum level, I'm pushing my chips to Tether. And I talked about Tether yesterday. A big scare for a lot of the assets in the crypto market came from that Tether subpoena, but the Tether price has held up versus dollars. So for me, the chart is the most important part of any news story. And again, as long as that chart holds up, I feel confident personally in pushing assets to Tether when the underlying crypto does not look healthy. All right. That is it in a nutshell. I'm just going to cover one asset today. We have another segment called The Doctor is In, and please post questions in the chat if you have any questions, and I will cover them on a daily basis. All right. I will also have a section called Skyped In or interviews. I haven't even come up with a name with that one yet, but we will hopefully test that this week, bringing somebody in to interview and get further all of our education in this endeavor. We also have a segment called BI versus the AI, and Dr. Anna Becker, our technologist at EndoTech, 15 years building algo AIs and ML trading bots in the FX market, and just an incredible programmer, and she completely understands trading markets because she's been involved with them for so long. Back in the day, I traded and used her trading front end called Strategy Runner in the trading pits. So excited about that team and development going on to bring forth our AI interface that will be available to the Pareto network exclusively to Pareto token holders through EndoTech. All right. That is a short and sweet segment. These segments, obviously, as we go forward, will be longer. I will cover more blockchain assets. And the other thing I wanted to talk about quickly now, is you need to own Pareto tokens. Where can you get them? You can get them at qcoin.com, Kucoin, qcoin.com. You can get them at Ether Delta, and you can get them at IDEX right now. 3 places where Pareto tokens are being traded, and you need to have tokens in order to access content on the Pareto network going forward. So check out those different places. Each one of them is a little different. Ether Delta and IDEX are a open platform, and KuCoin is an exchange. So those are the 3 places where you can get a hold of Pareto tokens. All right, you guys have a great day. I will be back tomorrow to cover a couple of blockchain assets, and I will see you then.